day 6 and we are on community. I've got an image of us, or a few of us, from a while ago on Zoom, and I kind of wanted to put that on one side, and then a picture of of us from Italy on the other side, kind of drawing together. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to turn down my volume here and see who is on live with us. Piper just woke up, so I had to quickly take her out. You know, they don't always have the same schedule as you, our little pups. How is everybody this morning? Is everybody good? Yesterday I actually finished this while I was chatting to a friend online, so I did not get to do a live, and I apologize, and my phone was out of battery, so I didn't do a time lapse, but I did get the door finished. Some of you may have seen that. So I think the colors worked. I just used the palette that I had, and this paper is withstanding a lot of paint. It's pretty amazing. And that's the Stillman and Burn, the Zeta. Hi Joanne. Hello Susan. Good morning Martina. So really loving this sketchbook. I actually ordered one which was 8 by 10, so a little bit bigger than this one. Do I have a, yeah, I have a ruler so I can show you how much bigger it is, because I put all my numbers in here, and they basically came up to, I think, bouquet, which wasn't the whole month. So yeah, okay, so an 8 by 10 is, let's have a look. So this is 8, and then 10 would be, I guess, a little bit, so it's a little bit more of a square book. So I'm looking forward to getting that one. All right, so I'm going to get started on community. I know that others have posted really lovely images in the Padlet as well, and if you want to do those, please feel free to. I am going to do this one because you guys have been my community for the longest time, for 5.5 years, maybe a little bit more than 5.5 years now, and Zoom has been our place to meet. So on one side I'm going to just grid everything and do some images of you guys. I think I probably have another one in here, but this one's an old one because we have we have Janan twice, and then we have Meryl, and C is in here, Annette, Heike, no, that's Anne and Eva and Marianne and Janan and Esty. So, and Maria is there, but she's not there. So that's who we've got on our Zoom, but I think I can probably find others and just do smaller portraits. And me with long hair. See me with long hair. So I'm going to get that sketched in. Just going to sketch in the grid, because if not, it's going to be a little bit of a disaster. I know, my hair is long. Hi Maria. Hi Lou. Morning Lou. Lou is obviously finding it a little bit difficult with either difficult or happy that you've got jet lag and that you're waking up early to catch us. Because Lou was just in Italy with us as well. And although she's 2 hours different from Eastern time zone, I know that I've been waking up really early. Last night I had to I had to take a nap at like 6 p.m. so that I was good to go, and then I got up at 9, or it was like 6:37, and then my husband woke me up and he's like, did you not just want like an hour nap? And yeah, I'd slept through my alarm. So then I got up and stayed up until 12 midnight and then slept until 4:30 this morning. So hello, Carolyn. Good morning, Nanette. Hi, Heike. Heike, you're not in this picture, but I'm sure we can put people in. Maybe I'll just use all of your pictures from your little YouTube images. Anyway, so I'm going to, this is going to be my Zoom page, and then I threw some pictures over from us painting outside. Oh look, here's Lou, so I can use Lou here as well. So here I'm going to put the beautiful backdrop of Montelpero. I was saying it wrong for like months, and they corrected me when I got there in Italy. So I'm going to draw everyone sketching here. Which image are you using, or are you using your own? Is it something that yeah, let me know what you're painting. I'm sure I have one of Heike as well. Good morning, Annette. Hi, how are you? And Lou said, finally slept most of the night. Oh, good. Julia, buenasera. Heike says, you could not know that. Oh, no, I couldn't know that. But, well, maybe, because I'd spoken to a couple of people who'd been there, Heike, and they did not correct me, so maybe they just didn't care to say it right. I don't know. It was, it feels like a little bit of a dream having been there with you guys as well. It was the same when we went to Oaxaca and having met everybody. It's quite bizarre spending, well, it's wonderful spending that time with people that you know within your community that you've spent time with just online for many, many years. It's really very, very, very special. We had a lot of fun. Okay, so everybody with their aprons on. I'm gonna try and sketch everything out, because then when I get my palette ready, I can just go from one to the other. Not usually, I didn't do that with the door. I kind of just plopped it in and sketched with paint, but this time, because there's a lot of people, I'm just trying to get it all down. So this was the studio was right here, and then up here was a beautiful platform that we were able to paint on. We did a couple of days painting up here. We did a couple of demos, and then painting the landscape as well. But everything was just there for us, which was great. Good morning, C. C says, Silky's protesters and hopefully Estee's group. Oh, that's who you're doing? Oh, fantastic. Yeah, they're great photos. I love Estee's as well. And that was nice of her to put it in. This is Carrie. Carrie was pretty much brand new to drawing, and she did really amazing. Like really amazing stuff. So very, very proud of what she got done for not having, actually a couple of people were not very practiced artists or creatives, so it was new to them, but they did really well. All right, I'm going to sketch. Do I have it in here? I'm going to sketch some people out. You know, Zoom isn't always like the greatest for composition, but I kind of like that it's a little bit wonky. Nanette, you're here. Annette, if you're watching. Annette, sorry, not Nanette. This was from, I don't know the date of this because I just transferred it over from my phone. Annette says, I'm not at work, caught a lumbago. Is that something like a flu? Lumbar makes me think of back, but maybe it's nothing to do with the back. Heike says, gute Besserung, Annette. Voor mich auch. I think that's well wishes get better soon. In German. I need to relearn German. Heike, you didn't teach us much German when we were on holiday. Okay, and then we have C, who is always slim and slender here with her composition of her phone. And Esty, with her bookshelf in the back. Maria with her canvas. What was that picture that you were painting, Maria? It was all pink. That's funny, not much has changed, huh? But your studio did change a lot. Or the orientation of where you have everything. And then we have Janan. I'm going to put her down here. Marianne. I miss Marianne and Eva. Julia says, what a cool idea for a community painting. Yeah, and I think like doing a big one would be very cool as well, or a series of Zoom portrait paintings. I like them because they're, I like this one as well. Who is this? Oh, this was Guri. Guri didn't have her camera on. I like them because they, you know, they're all a little bit abstracted. Even this one of Eva, like she's half off the page, so I can't really see all of her, and it's just a little zoomed in or zoomed out. So compositionally, it's interesting as well because you're not. It's not all set up, and it's very natural. I'll probably put me up here with the long hair just to get me in. I need to take more screenshots of us on Zoom. I think a lot of other people do, but I don't. But I have all the videos, so I could just take a screenshot of the videos. Today is Thursday, so just a reminder that there's a lot going on this evening. I have a drawing session at 7, which is the same time as Art Hang Party, so don't feel bad if you don't come to mine and you want to go to Art Hang. If you're an Art Hang fan, which is absolutely okay, I misjudged the time and date when I booked this with Natasha. Natasha's in Bolivia, so her time is a little bit different to ours. And so I have sent, if you're part of Substack, I've sent the Luma link. It's free for anybody who is a Substack subscriber, so you don't have to, and a free Substack subscriber. We're opening it up to everybody, but you do have to register to get the replay. So even if you can't come, please register. Yeah. All right, so let me just see what other images I have that I took over here. Ah, there's Heike. Okay, let's there's Christina too. I could put Christina back here. I think it was Annette who said, "Is that Christina with you guys?" when we were in Italy, and like, yeah, it's Christina, because Christina used to show up every day on Zoom, way back at the beginning of COVID, and then she got busy. She had some health problems, but it was so lovely to see her, and her Luis as well. Really great. Okay, and then we're going to do Heike. So I need to, how do I do that? It's a live, so I need to go into edit. Okay, here. There, and Jen as well. Oh, and Leslie and Nick. How can I fit everybody on? Okay, well, we'll put them here in front. And that says, no, it's a heavy sudden pain in the back. Oh, it is lumbago. Okay. Oh, that's like when you strain your back. That's not nice. I hope it gets better soon, Annette. Okay, let's put Heike, Jen, Leslie. It's just going to be a really busy page. All with different perspectives and different sizes. But you know, sometimes this way of working brings new ideas and new thoughts, so I like it. Is everybody else painting with us? Heike, which one are you doing? Or are you painting? You must be home, or maybe you're listening at work, Heike. That could be a possibility as well. No work today, Heike says. Well, that's nice. I hope you are enjoying your day off of work. All right, I need to start painting. I think I have everybody. Well, I don't have Nick, but I'm going to just do this as the community. Maybe I could put Nick back here. Okay. Susan says, I love that your community is so inclusive and welcoming. I love that some of our community still, like from a long time ago, still shows up. And yes, I think we are all very inclusive. Well, there's no reason not to be inclusive. That's what I think. And I wouldn't want anyone to be here that wasn't inclusive. So, and I think everybody knows that. We love welcoming new people. And we have, like, there's been lots of new people joining. I wouldn't consider you new, Susan or Julia, because you've been here for a while now. Heike says, yes, washing clothes. She says, oh my gosh, I'm doing ink. I rarely do ink. I forgot the gouache. I can maybe add a little. Well, if it's ink, maybe it's not water soluble, so you can probably go over it. And Julia says, buonanotte, purtroppo devo andare a dormire, buona giornata. Which means, good night, I now have to go to sleep, and good morning or good day to everybody. So it's very late for Julia. I think it's 11 o'clock in Australia. Thank you for popping in. All right. I'm going to go a little bit different with this one. I'm going to go with a lot of the darks first, just to like block everything in. So I'm going to mix up like a dark gray, and then maybe I will take a screenshot of this one so that I can just not have to go back and forth. Because there's a lot of black in here as well, so I want to get that in, and then I'll go in with just, I'll leave a lot of the lights. Just a different way about going about it. And I'm going to screenshot Jen looks like she is laughing wholeheartedly, which means that I know she was sitting next to Heike and Heike was making her laugh, probably. Heike was able to joke in English very well, which we all loved. Okay. And there's Madeline in the background taking photos of us. Okay, sorry, I could have done this before I came, but I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to use these images. So let's go back to this one. You know me, not too much planning before I start my day, but that's okay. Good morning, buona giornata, Teresa. When one Italian goes to sleep, one Italian arrives. Teresa, did you know Julia before you came here? Maybe not. It's always like saying, do you know that English person who lives in the same town as you, but is from England? Although you guys live on opposite sides of the world. Teresa says, sei comica. No, is she Italian? Yes, Julia is Italian. Per quello che dire buonanotte, purtroppo devo andare a dormire, buona giornata. Lei è italiana. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to start with the top up here and just get that to the minimum. I'm not using black, I'm just using my primaries as always. But as long as there's a strong enough contrast, you really don't need black. Who needs black when you've got purple? We are doing community today if you're just joining us in our live, and if you haven't said hi, please say hi in the comments. Let us know where you're from. I know that some people just join and they like to stay quiet, but if you can comment, we would love to know where you are from, and we welcome you. We welcome all of you. If you want to join our monthly challenges, then please just reach out. I will let you know how to, or you can go to the description and that will give you all the details that you need. I think I did put the description in this time. Basically just on my newsletter. And if you are here and you haven't signed up to today's market scenes drawing session later, please do. Oh, Heike, you're here. Great. Heike, your birthday is on next Friday. Are you around next week or the weekend? Let me know, because I thought that we could do a drawing session on the museum that we visited. Oh, Teresa says, wow, I have admired her work for a long time, but thought Julia lived in France for some reason. No, she lives in Australia. Oh, it's on the 13th. I keep getting confused. Hang on. Are you sure? Are you sure your birthday's on the 13th? Okay, now I have to change it. Why did it keep changing? It's on the 13th. Okay, Heike's birthday on the 13th. Next Thursday. A week from today. Did you say you're working or are you home? Let me know. Is Heike working on her birthday or is she home? I know you're probably spending it with your family. No. Julie. Oh, that Julie. No, it's a different Julie. Julia is from, yes, Julia is from Australia. Julie is from France. You're right, Carolyn. Heike, celebrate with my grandson. Okay. Hi, Olinda. Olinda is sharing her photos with Melissa tonight on Art Hang Party, which I'm gonna miss, but I will do the replay. Art Hang Party is on YouTube and you can catch it or catch the replay, and that's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Olinda, what kind of photos are they? Just so that people can get an idea. Okay, and Heike, going back to your birthday, are you, I know it's Thursday today, but are you around this weekend for a drawing session? Maybe Sunday? Alinda says, yes, they are travel photos from my recent trips with NBC News. Are you a reporter? What do you do for NBC News? Can we ask, or is it private? Okay, so I'm getting some of Eva here. She has some color on her, but some dark colors. So I'll get those on, and then I'll move and shift over to lighter colors. Also in the background of mine, I can see some dark areas, so I'm going to put them on. Janan has that long camera or vertical camera view, so I'm going to get that on. Today we're working on community, Olinda, and I'm working on a Zoom picture of, we have had a lot of Zoom meets. I'd love to count how many we've had. How many do you think we've had? I've probably spent more time speaking with you guys than I have actually with my family. Are free on the 15th, 16th. Okay, so we will do a drawing session of the museum that we went to in the little town that I did my art retreat. It was, I'm gonna keep it special and secret. It's gonna be a secret drawing session, and everybody is sworn to secrecy if you come to the drawing session, because it's kind of, if you do come to Italy with me next year, it's kind of a little surprise. So yeah. Alinda says, nah, just a broadcast engineer. I work on set. Just, I think that's amazing. I work with talent. I help with cameras and microphones and TV broadcasts and TV shows. Oh, fantastic. And some movies, because we're part of Universal. And DreamWorks. Oh, cool. So you get to travel with them? That's really neat. Where's the, is it just travel within the US, or do you get to travel to other places as well? Somebody told me to watch Killing Eve, a friend of mine. Has anybody watched it? And did you like it? Okay. See, I'm going to plop in your dark hair as well. And then SD, just a little bit of your shoulder here. And then the outline of your bookshelf. Okay, I think I'm good for this side. And then there's not too much dark, maybe just under here on your chin. And then I'm going to go to the other pictures that I've got. So this is going to be a bit combobulated or deconstructed, this image. Martina says, yes, I liked Killing Eve. Okay. So it's worth the time spent. Because aren't there like 4 seasons? I haven't even watched one, so that would be a lot of background TV. But I have those commissions that I'm working on, so I can have something playing in the background. Okay, everybody has aprons on, which I can put in here in black, and then I'll do the stripes afterwards. Oh, what's the German name, Martina, of Killing Eve? Anyone else watched it in North America? Oh, you know what? I thought I took screenshots. Or maybe I did. Over here. Okay. Oh, yeah. What's the... Oh, it's just Killing Eve. Okay. It's on Netflix, I believe. And does anybody know if, you know, the regular pumpkins that people use for carving pumpkins? You can eat those too, right? You can roast them. Does anybody have a great recipe for those? Or do you think those are just a little bit more ornamental? I feel bad about throwing them away. I didn't get to carve them, so we just have them for decoration, but I want to use them for food. I probably could look this up, but I'm going to ask you guys anyway. If you use them for any recipes. I made a really nice soup the other day, just from sweet potato and carrot and onions and mushrooms and red lentils. I put red lentils in afterwards, and that was pretty delicious. I've had to cut my calorie count by like a half at least from Italy. We did eat. We ate very well. Let's just put that. We ate so well. Okay, we have let's make Leslie's hat a little bit larger in the brim. Leslie, are you here? I'm not sure if Leslie's here. I need to know when you're coming to Toronto. If not, I will send you your picture. Oops. Okay. Christina. How are we doing for time? 15 minutes. My goodness. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get a lot of portraits done, so, but it's going to be they're going to be all very loose, so that's okay. And I think I will put Maria here. I'm just going to put some hair. It's usually not in black, usually in bright colors, so I may have to shift that. Nanette says, we roast the pumpkin seeds and leave the rest for the squirrels. Oh, that's a good idea. We've done the roasted pumpkin seeds before, so you don't cook. Is it too stringy? The squash, it's not like butternut squash, is it? Just going to block in some of the darker shapes. I can always come in with other colors. Okay, Nanette says I find it to be stringy. Okay. I guess you could cook it and then you could puree it, right? You could do something like that. That would work. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? We were just talking about what kind of photos Olinda was submitting to your art hang party tonight, and she was talking about her travels with NBC. And then we were just discussing if anybody has pumpkin recipes for the pumpkins that you carve. Although I don't usually use those, so that's why I was asking, because I'm like, do I just throw them out? I don't really want to throw them out. Maybe I'll just, like you said, Nanette, leave them out for the squirrels. I have a friend who has a big yard, and she feeds the squirrels and the raccoons. That's the one that you saw. I think I posted images on my stories once of the little raccoon sitting by the planter. And so maybe she'll want my pumpkins to feed her squirrels. Okay, done pretty well by using all of this color here. And then I'm going to choose another color and go in with that. So it's a little bit fragmented, what I'm doing, and deconstructed. And we are working on community if you are just joining. Community is the Gouache Vember challenge. If you didn't know, we are using the Gouache Vember prompts. We have been doing that for years. And today's prompt is community. Yesterday was cake. Some of you will have seen on Instagram or Substack my finished cake. If not, this is a finished page from cake, and I finished the door to match. So I'm kind of working from images from Italy every day because I want to work on my camera roll from them, and those I'm using the same palette as my Gouache Vember, so it's kind of a duo, like 2-in-1 imagery. Okay, I am going to put, there's quite a lot of, let me go back to the zoom image. There's quite a lot of like almost like a warm gray. So I'm going to do that while I've got this color here. I can mix up a warmer, like almost like a warm mauve color, which goes really well with purple. Carolyn says the carving pumpkins don't cook up like like the pie pumpkins do. You'll be disappointed with their texture. Okay. Melissa says, yes, Olinda's photos are good, nice and varied. Oh, cool. I'll have to do the replay. And Nanette says, that's true. Also could be used for your cat or dog for stomach upset. Ah, yes. I have bought tinned pumpkin before. Is that what they use it for? The squirrels were enjoying those sweet potatoes I inadvertently grew in my flower pots. I left them out for them as a treat. Ah. And Linda says, good morning. Martina says, these pages are already looking great. Thank you. It's, yeah, I like doing something a little bit, oh, this was not the right color for that. I wanted this to be where Marianne was. Did I put Marianne in? I have, and that, let's go with Meryl here. Is Meryl here this morning? She's just quiet. Thank you, Martina. That could probably have been a little bit darker up here. And a little lighter right here. Okay. Maybe needs to be a touch bluer. Not as turquoise. I'm going to push that back a little bit more. And then some much lighter grays. I may be here for a little bit longer. It is 57 and I just want to get quite a lot done before I stop. So if you do have to go, please don't worry about it. You'll get the replay on YouTube. So I'm just bringing these colors into one side and the other, just like we usually do with the way we work. So just looking where else I can put these colors. Linda says tin pumpkin is probably roasted sugar pumpkins, the ones they actually use for pies. Oh, okay. Right, because the tinned, that's what people would buy for pies. That makes sense. Thank you. Can you tell I'm not much of a baker? I love cooking and I like baking, but I don't follow recipes very well. So, yeah. Not the best baker. It's a little bit too green. I gotta get some pinks on here. Definitely be lighter there. Um, Melissa says, what's the worst that could happen if you roast the pumpkin and it doesn't turn out? I'm sure the squirrels would enjoy the extra effort. True. And Amy says, we'll watch later too. Melissa says, when is this photo from? Your hair is so long. It's from, I don't know. I took a screenshot. I should have seen the date, but I cropped it. So probably, I would say maybe 3 years ago. What do you think, everybody? I think probably 3 years ago. Esty says, hi, I'm struggling with my own picture. Now I am trying Silky's picture. Oh, Esty, your picture was wonderful. I would do it upside down. I was looking at yours and thinking, oh, I could do Esty's picture, but I would definitely turn it upside down. Yeah, I would say maybe 3 years ago. I don't know. Annette, do you remember when you wore that striped shirt in the Zoom? Can you imagine if you remembered? That would be kind of crazy. Okay, Maria, covers behind. Oh, the gray walls. Probably just white walls. C over here. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Oh, Susan says, oh, she did turn it upside down. How do you decide which photos to paint upside down? Definitely the ones that I have, like I look at and go, ooh, that's a little complicated. And then I'm like, I'll turn it upside down, because then I don't think about the complication of it and more about, I really just focus on the shape and the color and placement within. Like this would have been great upside down as well, but because I've kind of mixed this one up and put people in the foreground and the background, there was a slight difference with this one, so it's harder to just have upside down because I haven't composed it beforehand, so that's why I just left it. It's like multiple pictures together. But yeah, I think that's really what I think about is if it's a complex scene, then I would turn it upside down. So it sounds like that's what Esty did. I'm sure it looks great, Esty. And that says, no, just thought about and don't know which shirt it was. You maybe you were borrowing a shirt from somebody. I will find out where I screenshotted it. It's on my phone and I'm recording with my phone, so that doesn't really work. But I will look at when it was taken, and if I can. Gory was always great. She was great at taking screenshots. And I think ABBA as well. I haven't seen ABBA for a while. ABBA or Gory? Did Leslie say she was here?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, and that says, but it must be longer ago. It seemed a while ago when I was in a meet with Marianne. Yeah, I think at least maybe 4 years. And that 3 or 4 years at least. Definitely. Okay. I'm going to see if there's any of this color. I think maybe, Meryl, I could give you a little bit more of this color in your piece. So yeah, so if you want to come to the, I know it's really late for Europe, I apologize, but please register at least for the market scene one, because you will get the replay if you register. Or if you're part of our paint and draw sessions BSA club, then you will also get the replay. So, but if you want the Zoom or the Luma link, then let me know and I will give it to you. Okay, I need to get some skin color, but let me just check everybody's hair colors, because you know, it's funny, but you can use odd colors sometimes for hair. Heike, what happened to your face here? I think I covered it. Let's uncover it. There. Yellow. I wish I could wear yellow. I can't wear yellow very well. Anybody good at wearing yellow here? Leslie is great at wearing yellow. Well, anybody likes wearing yellow? I just don't feel very comfortable in it. It's not good with my skin complexion. Okay. Some baby blues going on, so I got to get those in. The two blue girls here. Yeah, hey Ken, I'm not sure what happened to your face. Can't really see Nick's legs. All right. Well, if you have to go, thank you so much for joining. Oh, Maria says, I've only had my studio for 3 years and you still had long hair in June 2023. Look at you doing some investigation. You're right. And then July 2023, I think that's when I did it. Is that when I cut it? Brava, Maria, brava. Okay, Maria has solved the mystery. Okay, let's get some, what was, she's wearing much darker blue. And then we have blue in some purple. If I can get that purple. Oh yeah, I got it. Although it looks very similar to, maybe it needs to be a little bit more red. I was going to say it looks very similar to the purple that I have. Yeah, it needs to be brighter. Okay, well I'll just block it in. Have to get the landscape and the red in as well. My brain is going a bit wonky now because there's lots, trying to get lots to fill in. Okay, I'm gonna get the sky in here because I'm on the blues, so I may as well use the blues here. You're welcome. See, how is your, oh, you're probably gone. But if you're not gone, how is your drawing date yesterday? This probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people, this image. It's okay. I'm okay with it because we know what I'm doing. Esty says, I think we should contact Marianne. Yes, I think we should too. I think she should come back. No, honestly, I'm serious. I love Marianne. I love everybody, and I know that everybody has their own, you know, thing, and maybe it was too much. Maybe we were too much. I'm sure some people would think we are a little bit too much. Maybe I'm too much. Okay, this is a better color for Lou, for her top. Faces, faces. I haven't even done faces. I need to get faces on. Let's just get some shadows. Shadows on the faces. Maybe a little bit more orange rather than so pink. And Eva as well, or Miss Eva. It's hard because I think it also depends on what people like creating and what they want to spend their time on. But honestly, I don't mind if you guys join and do your own thing. You don't have to be doing what we're doing. It's just, it's nice to have the community. Hence the subject matter today, community. So fortunate to have all of you guys. Maria, you look a little bit strange. I could put your tattoos in as well. Okay, Janan. And Meryl. And C. Well, we are slowly getting there. It's taking a long time. Let me just get the lighter areas of the face as well while I'm on this side. Oh, Esty. How many people want to just go in with your like 14B or Neo colors over the top after like working with mixed media for so long and then just being stuck into just gouache? I know that you can. I'm trying to just use gouache and not go that route, because that's something that I always go to. So I know that some of you are probably struggling with me, that I just want to go in and get all those little details in. And that says, I was recently looking for Maria from Finland on IG. Oh, she's not on. She came off of IG. Yeah. Instagram. She went to another platform. I do have her contact information if you want it. I know that Patty is still, she still joins her sessions. Like they have sessions like every week. So getting painted. Blue. Christina. Yeah, if you want her contact information, Annette, I will find it for you and give it to you. She had enough of Instagram. Let's get Heike back. We lost her face. Sorry, Jen, I did not make you. It's kind of gone a bit funny here. I'm going to have to come in with like detail. Like this is just blocking in, and then I'm going to have to come in with a little bit more detail. Because right now, I've lost a lot of people's details. Nick. Shoes, dark or darker blue shoes, Heike. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, and I will probably come in to finish it later. Just adding a few more little details because it's definitely not finished. And I would like to finish it. Even like things like eyes and hair here. Yeah. Make everyone look a little bit more human and not so blotchy. I know. Annette says, I looked regularly what she was doing. I know, I love her drawings, love it. So I'm not sure where she's posting, if she's posting any of her artwork. Joanne says, Neocolor and 14B for sure. 14B, yep. Yeah, sometimes you just need a little bit of detail. Easy to put on here. But anyway, thank you, our community. I love how we have a lot of pictures of each other, but online has been our like, you know, our rock to bring us together, our bonding, and our gelling point. But it's so nice to also meet some of you in person. You don't look like this, you look much better than this. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Tomorrow we are on Zoom in the morning, and if you are here and you want to come on Zoom, please feel free to come on Zoom. It's vintage is tomorrow, and there are some lovely photos from the vintage images. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you. Take care, everybody. Have a really great day, and don't forget, we have a drawing session tonight at 7. Olinda and Melissa have a drawing session on the Art Hang Party, and if you want to just not do either of those and go over to the Visual Arts Passage, or just not do anything. And yes, thank you. Leave a thumbs up, everybody, and if you're watching this after the fact, please leave a comment. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Bye.